Barakati Hawa Barakatha Yahawashah Barakati Hawa Barakatha Yahawashah Ba Hashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled GMS South Carolina08 indicates what? I repeat, GMS South Carolina08 indicates what? Lord will, you are edified. This YouTube platform proves that the Greeks, the Romans, and the Americans are Edomites just by the destruction of our YouTube platforms. Lord will, you are edified. This video was inspired by a spiritual conversation myself as well as the brother priest Aina of Memphis had on this past Sunday. The destruction of our YouTube platforms, okay, is a mechanism to stop the truth, to prevent spiritual self-awareness. And that's the reason why you have an Ark of Judah 2011 Ba. That's the reason why you have Assyrians DMV Ba. And Ba means two. That's the reason why you have a daily edification 4. Also another platform of Apostle Gabar, edification, exhortation. That's the reason why you have elders in transit 3, because 1 and 2 were tampered with. That's the reason why you have GMS at the job 2, or a GMS Bayath Ka Side 12. That's the reason why you have GMS Dark Parables 2, and also GMS Fight for Salvation. This brother, priest Lamad of Mississippi, had to create multiple pages. That's the reason why you have GMS Keep Pushing 3, because 1 and 2 were tampered with. That's the reason why you have GMS Lookup all the way up to the number 3. And this page or platforms are the platforms of Priest Aina in Memphis. That's the reason why you have a GMS Memphis Yakanan Ba, which means 2. Or a GMS Through the Fire 2, What Happened to 1? Or a GMS Virginia 4, What Happened with 1 through 3? That's the reason why you have GMS Watchman 3, What Happened to 1 and 2? That's the reason why you have a GMS Arkansas guy, right? Multiple pages. That's the reason why you have a GMS Dedication 2. That's the reason why you have multiple platforms of GMS Asalv 444 or Slovakia 1444, right? Again, that's GMS Asalv or Salve, GMS Salve 1444, okay? And these platforms belong to Bishop Ainop in Connecticut, okay? You have GMS Great Waters 4, a GMS Give Them No Rest 3, okay? A GMS info doc all the way up to channel 14, right? So all of our pages, okay, had been destroyed or tampered with. And going back to Elder Monatazak of South Carolina, he got up all the way to '08. So again, nothing is new under the sun. So let me get that scripture, right? Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which has been is now, right? The destruction of the scriptures. Okay? Again, the point is the destruction of the scriptures. That which has been is now, and that which is to be has already been. And the Most High requires that which is past. What goes around comes around. But the point is, that which has been is now. Okay? So going all the way back to the Greeks, which further proves that the Greeks were Edomites, just like these so-called white Americans, based on the lineage of their fathers. They are Edomites as well. And how do we know? Because history repeats itself because of the concept of reincarnation. The reason why kingdoms are reincarnated, because you have the same people coming back in the same, or Salakia, you have the same people coming back on earth. Okay? So when we go to First Maccabees, and this was under the authority of Antiochus Epiphanes. You had these sucker-ass Israelites selling out, such as in today's or modern terms or modern times, Salakia, like Nate, Sakari, ISUPK, so on and so forth. These niggas been doing that shit. Okay, they did it back then. They're doing it now. They sold out back then. They're doing it now. First Maccabees 1:44. For the king, and who was the king? Antiochus Epiphanes has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land, following their mannerisms, okay, their laws, statutes, and the commandments, right? And making us leave ours, which is the standard of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, and that standard is found in the Holy Scriptures. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. That they should also leave their children, Israelites, uncircumcised, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. Okay, and that eventually happened, hence being Hellenized or a Hellen. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die. In the selfsame manner wrote he to his whole kingdom, and appointed overseers. Hey, Salakia, y'all. Salakia. I lost my spot. Oh, Salakia. Verse 51. In the selfsame manner wrote he to his whole kingdom, and appointed overseers over all the people, commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city, Then many of the people were gathered unto them, to wit, everyone that forsook the law, and so they committed evils in the land, and drove the Israelites into secret places, even wheresoever they could flee for succor, which means assistance. Okay. Now, the 15th day of the month of Caslu, in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation on the altar, and built idol altars throughout the cities of Judah on every side, and burnt incense at the doors of their houses and in the streets. And when they had rent in pieces the book of the law, which they found, they burned them with fire. And in modern terms, these Greeks, who are modern day Americans, going back to actually being Edomites, how do they rent the scriptures in pieces? By destroying our platforms. Okay? That's the reason why you have a Ark of Judah, Okay? That's the reason why you have a GMS dedication 2 or a GMS info doc all the way up to 14. Or multiple platforms from Apostle to Heart all the way down, okay, the chains of command and great millstone. Or you have multiple pages of GMS South Carolina08, okay. Or you have the brother priest of Yasha, Mississippi, multiple platforms, okay. These are all examples indicating that the Greeks are modern day Americans and their true biblical nationality, they are Edomites, and they were doing the same thing back then during the time frame of the Greeks. So at this time frame, how do they rent in pieces the book of the law? By destroying our platforms. Okay, so and when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burned them with fire. And whosoever was found with the book of the testament, or if any committed to the law, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death. And we are approaching this time frame. Okay. Having the scriptures, the actual book, will be outlawed. Remember, nothing is new under the sun. Okay. So again, when we go back to our leading precept, Ecclesiastes 3:15, that which has been is now, and this supports reincarnation. Okay, so kingdoms are reincarnated, people are reincarnated, animals are reincarnated. All right. That which has been is now, and that which is to be has already been, and the Most High requires that which is past, which further brings me to a video. Slovakia.
Wives, submit your.
Now this time frame happened on the shores of America, which further proves that the Greeks, the Romans, and the Americans are all Edomites based on the lineage of their fathers. They do the same thing as the Greeks. They were burning the scriptures. As the so-called Americans in modern terms, okay, they destroy our platforms. And during slavery, we were not allowed to read the scriptures. If they found us reading the scriptures, okay, we were murdered.
Yourselves to your husband, and
video will be used for fair use purpose only.
Written in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives and do not be harsh with them. Children, obey your parents in everything, for this pleases the Lord. Slaves, obey your earthly masters in everything, not only when their eyes on you and to curry the favor, but with sincerity of the heart in referring to the Lord.
Oh, I don't believe it. How old are you, boy?
I ain't been on yet, sir.
Pay up, gentlemen. It's dangerous, you know. Teaching them to read? That's true. Nat Turner was taught to...
Because they knew who we were. And that's the reason why we could not read the scriptures. Okay? They knew we were Israelites. And they knew the spiritual connection we had with with that book. They knew this.
Read? Nonsense. Let me show you. Boy, can you explain to me the meaning of what you just read?
No, master.
See? It's like a parrot reciting Shakespeare. Well done, Elam. Well done.
Now I have heard the groaning of the Israelites whom the Egyptians hold in slavery, and I have remembered my promise. Say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord. And I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out from under their bondage. And I will redeem you with a stretched out arm, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
So just like the Most High delivered us, by the hand of Yahushua out of ancient Egypt, same thing for modern Egypt, okay? So again, GMS South Carolina08 indicates what? That the Greeks, are nothing but the Edomites. Lord, will you edified? Shalom.